If you're experiencing pain or sensation in your SI joint, right in the back part of the pelvis here, there's a specific reason why and areas that we need to decompress and open up this space to help alleviate the pain. But we also need to recognize that we aren't just going to decompress this area. We need to find areas that can be causing you pain and compression in the back part of the pelvis. So from a simple example here, if my pelvis is stuck in more external rotation, meaning opening up like this, and it can't close off effectively or shift in and out similar to our gait cycle, then yeah, there's a reason for there to be sensation and pain in that area. But just opening that up, we need to find areas that could be causing and compressing that. And for a lot of the time, we found that there's too much compression actually in the front of the pelvis. So in our belly, deep into the psoas, the front of the pelvis here, as I mentioned, this is actually a joint. If this can't move, then how is this supposed to really move either? So opening up this space and then teaching the pelvis how to do more of this, which is internal rotation. You can see how that's opening up the back part of the pelvis is a major step as well. But then we have to start recognizing that as we walk and shift in and out of a certain side, the pelvis is going to be moving like this, and also the hips. So we're going to do something to retrain the relative motions in the pelvis and the hip and connecting that to the feet so that we can actually start addressing the root cause and finally ridding your body of this pain. What you'll need for these first steps is either a block from block therapy or a tightly rolled up towel that is quite similar in dimensions here. And we're gonna be decompressing some areas I mentioned when I was showing you on the pelvis. Now to get started, we're gonna position this directly over top of the belly button, and I'll explain the reason why as we're in position. So block or the towel will be horizontal like this, and nice and slow I'm bringing my belly button even just below my belly button, so we're more on the soft tissue here, directly over top. I'm gonna stay up on my elbows like this initially, and I'm gonna start by focusing on my breath, which is so critical. This is gonna help decompress so much compression in and around this area and the pelvis. As I inhale, expand the belly and the rib cage, so that the belly is going towards the tool. As you exhale, feel the towel or the block starting to sink in deeper towards your core. And this is really important. We're gonna be feeling some sensation, some compression in this area, which is awesome. If it's too painful, ease off slightly, reconnect at a less intensity. We wanna inhale of 4 to 6 counts, exhale of 6 counts. That's gonna be very, very critical because that's gonna help calm the nervous system down, get the diaphragm to open up, decompress. The diaphragm is also paired with the pelvic floor. So as we inhale, the pelvic floor should also be descending. And we're gonna stay here for about 3, even up to 5 minutes. You can search left or right, find some areas of compression, hang out there and breathe. We're not doing anything fast. We're not trying to rush the process. Many people mistake in this where they want that quick fix, but the quick fix still takes a little bit of time. So once you spend that time here, you're gonna exhale up. Now I'm just gonna lower this directly on my pubic bone, quite literally on my pubic bone. So this is the front part of the pelvis. It is bony and it is going to be a little bit of a different sensation. So approach it nice and slow. You're in control here. And we're gonna be doing the same thing. Focusing on our breathing very slowly. We can search to the right or to the left. I'm kind of showing a quicker version of this, but this is where you're going to want to spend a lot of time. I can already feel, and I've been in here for like 10, 15 seconds, some sensation in my SI joints right now, which is great. We're telling the pelvis to decompress and release certain areas. Once you've spent 3 to 5 minutes in each position, very slow, you're gonna exhale off. This routine is gonna be so critical to follow at least daily for the next little while. So moving into the next exercise, all you're gonna need is a rolled up towel just like this. If you need to unravel it a little bit, that is no problem. Next, we're gonna be in a sideline position, and we're gonna be using the rolled up towel directly over top of our pelvis now. You can get some pillows to prop up your head. You can put a block or something between your knees as I get and demonstrate this position. But essentially what we're doing is applying pressure here so that we can create more internal rotation of the pelvis, which is gonna open more of the back side of the pelvis here. Now, all I'm going to do is find and feel that bone that I just demonstrated on the pelvis where we are going to be directly over top of the towel. So that's right at the top part here. I am going to, nice and slow, come directly over top of the towel like this, elbow under my shoulder. Now you can bend your knees either at 90 degrees, 60 degrees, find something that's relatively comfortable for yourself here. If you want to put something between your knees just to stabilize, that's totally fine. As I start settling in, let's focus on our breath. Let's try not to extend the spine. Let's try to bring those ribs down so that we're in more of this neutral alignment. And as I inhale, my belly and my rib cage is going to expand. As I exhale, I'm going to make everything nice and small. I'm already feeling a little bit of pain and sensation by directly where the towel actually is. And that can be a really good thing. There's a lot of connective tissue that can be built up in here, causing some of these adhesions. So rehydrating this in and of itself can help decompress the pelvis. But as I start settling in, I might want to bring myself flat to the floor, prop myself up with some pillows, and then just focus on breathing. It's not a complicated exercise or anything that we're doing here. And as I'm doing this, the pelvis will be slowly changing shape a little bit, and I can very slowly start searching towards the front. So now I'm getting closer towards the front part of my pelvis, and this is going to open up the backside potentially a little bit more. We're gonna wanna spend, again, another 3 minutes or so here. You can just totally relax and chill out in this position. Now, once you spent time here, very slow, we're going to exhale up and off. Now, another thing we can do here, and this is really cool, especially if you have someone else, a partner that can help assist with this, is the equal and opposite side here. So this part of my pelvis, you can have somebody apply a little bit of pressure here very gently with their hand. So now we're really compressing the pelvis laterally to help open up more of the backside. The last step here is going to start teaching the pelvis how to shift in and out of a given side, while also pairing that more with hip internal and external rotation. This is going to really tie everything together. You will need either a foam roller, you can use a rolled up towel, and you'll need a wall. So I'm gonna be laying on that same side. So I'm on the left side. My bottom foot is on the wall, kind of just resting on the floor here. My top foot is right in alignment with my knee and my hip, positioning the towel or the foam roller between my thighs. I want to get comfortable. I don't want to be breathing through the neck or anything. I want to be breathing through my diaphragm to really calm everything down, because we're making some changes with the foot all the way to the hip and the pelvis. As I just get into this position and take a few breaths to get used to this, we want to make sure that we are not losing foot contacts with the inner heel, the ball of the big toe, and the fifth metatarsal head right there. Those points don't lift or change as we are positioned on the wall here. All I'm going to do very slowly is bring that top knee forwards without dumping my pelvis and my low back like this. It's going to be very gentle, small movements here, just teaching how to move into this space, and then I'm going to be pulling this back. So I'm feeling the foot on the wall interacting with my hip and my pelvis. So I'm going to inhale, bring that knee forwards. I'm just going to end right about there, then exhale, and I'm going to bring that knee back. So we're creating a lot of internal rotation on this downside and a little bit more external rotation as I'm moving forwards on this upside. So we can see here, it's external rotation on the top hip, internal on the bottom. As I come down, it's moving relatively more into external rotation and more internal rotation. This is going to help the pelvis and the hips move more effectively. If one rep was forwards and backwards, perform about 8 to 10 reps and do 2 to 3 sets. As a recap, we spent 3 to 5 minutes in the belly, 3 to 5 minutes right on the pubic bone, and then about 3 minutes in that sideline position, decompressing the pelvis from that perspective. And then we ended off by doing that exercise up against the wall. As I mentioned, 8 to 10 repetitions and do 2 to 3 sets. You can perform this routine 3 to 5 times per week. If you feel you can do it a little bit more, then that's great. Do this for the next week or two and see if you notice a pretty big change in your SI joint pain.